What's up guys, Mike here with Cards Vs Sports Cards. Today I want to go through my entire eBay listing process from start to finish. Now before I get into it, if you want to stay up to date with my strategies and tips for selling cards on eBay, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and share this video on your favorite sports card forum. Okay, listing on eBay. It's not a long process. Now I recently did a video on Card Dealer Pro and why I'm not using that platform anymore. You can check out that video here. This video is going to focus on what I do instead using existing features on eBay. Again, existing features on eBay. I'm not paying for any subscription or any other platform to help me do this, other than my store subscription on eBay. But you don't need that to use this method. Now I rarely do the entire listing process in one sitting. Entire listing process as in scan the card, create the listing, upload the card, publish the listing. What I usually do is once I have my cards I want to sell, I'll create draft listings on eBay where I set all of the listing info. Price, graded, ungraded, will I take offers, shipping policies, promotional percentage, all that good stuff. Now this step I usually do in my office here, or I'll do it sitting on the couch watching TV at night. I like to get a good pile of cards prepped and drafts saved. Second step is I'll scan the cards in, resume the drafts for each one, add the photos in that I scanned, and publish the listing. Now this step I have to do in my office because that's where the scanner is, which is another reason why I break this up into two steps, because I'm usually not confined in my office as I move about the house. If I'm watching a show at night, I might want to be a little productive. I want to create some listings while I do it. So let's walk through one on screen and I'll show you my entire process. You'll also get to see how I decide to price my cards as well. So here's some cards I want to get listed. First card here is 2122 OBG Platinum. It's a hockey card of David Pastrnak. Looks like a hot magma insert, numbered to 499. All right, so first thing I'll do here is go to eBay, type in the card, and you can see we get a bunch of listings popped up. The ones selling from other countries, you usually can't use this method because when you click on it and you click on sell one like this, it takes you to the Canadian site, for example. So you got to find one that's in the US or whatever country you're shipping from. So here we go. ComC usually has a lot of listings, so I can use their existing listings in a lot of cases. First thing you do is you'll click on the listing, and right here, this is what you want to do. It says have one to sell. You're going to click sell now. From here, smooth sailing. We're not going to upload photos yet. We can use this same title. With numbered cards, sometimes they will put the number of the card here. They didn't in this case, but if they did, I need to remove that. You can add in these, put in my custom label. Sometimes I have to edit the store category. Other times it remembers this from last time. All this other stuff I don't have to touch when you're selling from another listing, especially with ComC. They usually have a lot of these details already in here. So I can just scroll down to condition type. We're ungraded, near mint or better. You can create description templates right here. That's what I have. You just insert that and it pops right in. Buy it now price. This gets interesting. Here I'll go back to the listing. ComC usually has pretty high listings, so I'm not going to use this as my guide. Cheapest one is $16 plus $5 here with shipping. Go up to some of these other ones from Canada, you got about 15 all in. But I'm also going to look at sold items. Ultimately, what a card is worth at that time is what the market is paying for it. This one sold here for just what, $4 or $5. This one sold a little bit more. I'm wanting to sell this, so I'm going to start it off at $9 based on the current ones that are listed, but I'm going to allow offers. I recently stopped putting in these numbers right here for some listings. I can talk about my full selling strategy in another video, so I won't go into that now. Put in your shipping policy right here. The one you typically use is already typically selected, so we're good there. If I'm promoting, I always do 3%, and then you save for later. So you can see I already have 22 other drafts here that I've done before. So there's our draft right here. This is the one we just created. All we have to do is upload the photo and publish the listing. So next we'll go to the Epson ES402. We're going to scan that card in, and we'll see that on screen here come up. Images look pretty good. I'm happy with these. We're going to save these. Now I usually don't do this just for one card at a time. I'm doing this for the sake of the video so you can see the entire process. Usually what I'll do, like I said, is I'll do this entire stack or another stack, and I'll create drafts based on that process I just showed you. Then I'll come up here in my office the next day or whenever I get back to the scanner, and I'll scan in all of these, save them on my desktop. Then I'll just resume all these drafts as I'm going to show you now and drag the cards into the draft and publish the listing. So here we'd come on, we'd resume the draft. We have our scans over here in our folder on our desktop. All I have to do is select these, drag them in, wait for them to upload. Took 2 seconds. Go down here and hit list it. And just like that, the card is now live on eBay. Now I haven't timed this, and I'll probably do a video soon to see how many cards I can actually list in an hour using this method, but it works great for the amount of inventory I have in the cards that I want to list. I know some folks say I'm doing it the slow way and I could be listing thousands of cards in an hour with Card Dealer Pro or some other platform. I have nothing against those platforms. I think they're awesome. It's just not a fully automated process just because you're using a platform like Car Dealer Pro. And this is the point I want to make sure I get across to you new collectors out there. You don't have to get this platform just to think, I'm doing it the wrong way if I'm not using this platform. You don't just scan your card into Car Dealer Pro, hit click, and it goes to eBay and wait for the money to come in. There's still manual steps you have to do, like scan the cards obviously, set your listing price, even when you're first starting out. Yes, it has an eBay template that it spits out, but you also have to set all of your information in that template from eBay, like your shipping policy. So it's just not fully automated yet, and I personally don't think it cuts down on the listing time that much. Not to mention, and I didn't talk about this in my review of Car Dealer Pro, the scans were not all accurate. I found a few listings so far that matched to the wrong card, and when I did the initial scan, some of them didn't even match at all. So I still had to do some manual matching. Now I expect this with some of the hockey cards. It's not as popular as like baseball, but again, it cuts down on the automation of the process. And as you saw on screen, I like manually reviewing the prices of cards for each listing. This card right here that we listed, without looking, I probably would have priced this at $2 or $3. Yes, it would have sold and that would have been great, but at the very least, I can probably get $6 out of this. Maybe $5 on the low end, based on recent sales and based on current listings. So I'm leaving like $5 on the table just for one card. Now, if I did that with 50 cards or 100 cards that sell, that's a lot of money I'm leaving on the table. The margins for a lot of these cards are low, so you need to make sure you're getting as much as you can out of each one. Let me know your methods in the comments below. Really interested to see how you guys list your cards. I've read a bunch of forums. I know some people use their own method. I know some people use their own templates. Some people pay for other platforms. Some people do what I'm doing. Would love to hear your method on how you list cards on eBay. This works for me now, and like I said, probably gonna do a video soon to see how many of these I can list in an hour using this method. If you want to stay up to date with my strategies and tips for selling sports cards on eBay, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and share this video on your favorite sports card forum. I'll see you in the next video.